or accidentally close one of the windows, because when I do Zoom, it has like one tab for Zoom, and then our little like where we can see each other is like it's a whole other window. There's like three different
Right.
windows that I have, so I don't close any of them because I just don't want to fuck with it. But we're live again,
I
so
risk it.
whatever. That's funny. I was like talking, and then it was just me. I was like, cool.
I know. I was just like, damn. Well, I was like, I done fucked up already.
Whatever. All right, I want to talk to you about these nerds things. When did they come out? Today? Yesterday?
No, actually, so they've been out for a while now. I saw them on Instagram, and it was like a Japanese Instagram post. So I was like, damn, they're not in the US. That sucks. But I was wrong. So they ended up getting released in the US, I think in like July or something like that.
Wow, July. Holy shit. Last
Yeah,
year.
they've been out for a
What the
while.
fuck?
Yeah, I think that's probably, let's see.
I'm a big fan of the Nerds rope. I also like those other licorice ropes. They kind of have like a filling inside of them.
Yes, I know
Those,
exactly
oh
what you're talking about. I
fuck,
have
those
two
hit
in
hard.
the kitchen. They have like a tropical flavor now.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are my. That's like I don't
They're
have that
fire.
big of a sweet tooth. Like Twix is my thing, and Nerds ropes, and those things I just told you about.
Little, yeah,
Ropes or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't even know. But
the clusters.
so fucking
Oh,
good.
I don't know what they're called actually. I want to say they're by Twizzler, but I know for a fact they're not.
Twizzler. Doesn't say on here. These ones?
Yeah. Wait, I don't know. I didn't.
I don't fucking know. Ferrara Candy Company. Ferrari.
They're the hybrid.
They're pretty good, but look how small they are. What the fuck?
Oh, the little clusters.
Yeah, can you even see?
I actually thought they were gonna be larger than that. Like I thought they were gonna be like
Me too. The
maybe like quarter size. I don't
yeah,
know.
I was expecting like bubble gum or something, like Hubba
Yeah,
Bubba or
not
something.
like
I don't know. Not this little. I don't even know.
they're just so small.
It's not what she said. So how you been, fam?
I
Been
don't know
alright?
what she said.
You been alright?
Yeah. Okay, so they came out in August. I just googled it.
Ooh, August.
Yeah. I've got all the animals in here with me right now, so
How many you guys got over there? I know Moo and then your cat. Is it Ebi?
it's Ebby.
Ebby?
I mean, yeah, it's
Both?
says shrimp in Japanese.
It's
It
what?
just depends on like who's talking to him. It means shrimp. There he goes.
Shrimp. Yo,
Yeah,
those
'cause when he's
those
curled up, he looks like a little shrimp.
those Sphinx cats are fucking sick though. You gonna get another one?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
At some point, yeah. That's the plan.
I want a fucking big ass dog. I want a Great Dane, but they only live like, what, 8 years, I think?
Like, yeah, like 7, 8 years. It's because their bodies are just too big.
Is that what it is? Is that a problem with all like large breeds, or I'm not
Yes.
much of an animal person.
Yeah, no, with all large breeds, they only live usually like 7 to 8 years. If you were to get more than that, you'd be really lucky. Their organs are just like too, I think that they're like literally too big for their bodies.
Wow, that
So they
sucks.
can't take like the stress.
just-
I guess it's like a bodybuilder.
I want a huge dog, but I don't. If it's something that's gonna fucking live that, 8 years, I don't know if
You
it's.
want to get attached to it?
Yeah.
Have it die?
Yeah, because I mean, Great Danes, they ain't cheap. First of all,
Yeah.
I want to get my money's worth, and yeah, I was looking at Tibetan Mastiffs too because they look pretty sick.
They are really cool. My neighbor actually had one. It was like 6 months old and it was like 180 pounds already.
God
Just
damn.
fucking huge.
Then you got to think about fucking feeding it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole ass person. Fucking
Plus,
grown-ass
Tibetan
man.
Mastiffs are actually they're very territorial of
Are
their
they?
owners. So you have to really know what you're doing to have one of those dogs.
So like a jealous girlfriend. Been there.
Worse than that.
Worse than that?
Way worse than that.
What the fuck is popping up on here?
It's me.
What's you? What's going on here?
Yeah, I just put myself in Do Not Disturb.
Oh. Okay. Whatever.
My emails, man.
From work?
Are always no. Just
Or
in
your
general.
OnlyFans? What's going on here?
Yes, that's what it is. I get emails for OnlyFans.
Who the fuck uses an
Actually, they
email?
use my paper mail. Me.
I don't.
You don't use an email?
I mean, I have one, but like I don't use it. It's just
I
there.
have, I have 3 emails.
God damn, what are you doing? Did you need 3 emails?
First of all, free trials. Second of all, you have your main email, and then you have to have a backup email. That's just like standard.
I actually just did that because my first one it was XXD Dog. It's such a cringe name from high school. So I was
I
like,
remember
fuck,
that.
I need to change this. So, not that it's any better, but I changed it to Many Faced God. Game of Thrones reference, so I felt better. I was like, okay, at least it's not that cringy.
You felt good about that one.
Yeah, I felt good. I felt better. Not good, but I felt better. I was like, at least
I
it's
mean,
a
hey,
popular
you're making
show.
progress.
You know what I mean? I mean, what else was I gonna do? My name? That's too boring. Like, I need a little flavor in there.
I guess. I mean, mine's definitely my initials and my last name, so.
Okay, yeah, that's very responsible, and I respect that, but I can't go that route. It's too boring. I need a little flavor town. You know what I mean?
I mean, every time someone reads mine, they're like MLK.
MLK.
Yeah, those are my initials.
They're probably like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Let's go.
Right? And I'm like, oh yeah. And then they're like, oh, ML Nop. And I'm like, yes, that is where to. Yeah, that's the one.
That's right. Your last name's wait. You pronounce it Nop?
Yes.
Oh, I always
We
think
all
of
pronounce it
I always think of that the fucking
Leslie.
investigative journalist that I follow, the one that you were like, that's my dad
Oh.
or something. He pronounces it Nap.
Yeah, they're not spelled the same.
Yours
His
just has
is
the extra P though, right? I thought they were.
No, his is KNAPP. Mine is KNO.
Oh, is it? I thought it was an A.
Oh.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever, bro.
I mean, it's just my name. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. We could change that legally, honestly, if we really wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as.
Have you
find
ever wanted to
something
change your
new-
name? I did.
Really?
Yeah.
To what?
Anything but basic ass David. I'm actually a junior named after my dad that I've met one time. Who the fuck does that? Why are you gonna name me after somebody I don't even know? Thanks,
I mean,
Mom.
you know, my friend is also a junior and he hates it.
I don't hate it. It's just weird because I don't know my dad. Like, I don't have any relationship with him, so I'm just like, the fuck is this? It would have been cool like if I had a relationship with him and I kept it going with my son. You know.
Yeah.
This crazy legacy of David's, but.
You never just like wanted to meet him after that?
Nah, well, he was never around. The first time I met him was like, how old was I? I think I was like 12 maybe, and I only met him because she was taking him back to court for child support. It's not like he wanted to come say hi or whatever, you know? After that, he did kind of try, but it was just too weird. I was like, I don't even know you, dude.
Yeah. You're not my dad.
Basically, I mean, and I had a stepdad, but I wasn't close with him either. It was just basically me and my mom in my eyes, you know? I didn't really need anybody else, so I was like, no thanks, bro. Send that check, though. I need that new PlayStation. It's coming out soon.
I'm saying, though. I would also like that.
All right, let's get into it. Cryptids. How much research did you do? Let me ask first.
I did like a fair amount of research.
Did you?
Yes. I did.
Okay. You're pretty into the paranormal though, because you comment on my stuff now and then, and I'm like, yeah, Meghan fucks with this shit.
I'm very much into the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
I find it very interesting that like all or most cryptids lead to paranormal things.
Yeah, they kind of
like
intertwine.
folklore.
Yeah, I have a really good fucking. I don't really want to say it publicly. I have this book idea. Do you know anybody who's ever like made a book or wrote a story like?
No.
No?
No.
God, this idea.
I'll tell you. That we know David. None of them.
That's a good, fair point. Okay. Well, I have this really good idea, and I figure it would probably be like maybe best as a comic, but I'd really like to like write a book. But you know, obviously, I've never done it. Like, how do they sit there and actually build a story and create the dialogue, and you know what I mean? Like, I guess you got to make like a storyboard or something. I don't fucking know, but I have a really good story that I want to write involving cryptids. I'll tell you after. You can tell me if it's good or not, but I don't want anybody to steal it. That's why. Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like there's so many good things that I want to tell somebody, but then I'm like, they'll probably steal my idea. And I'm like, am I really gonna do that? So like maybe I should just tell somebody and like
exactly. Or like maybe they'll push you to do it, and if it's out there, like it'll be like people get behind you. But honestly, nobody really supports each other that much these days.
I mean, we literally don't leave our houses. I mean, I do, but
yeah, you do. I don't. People probably think I do, but
yes, you do. We were at a bar like
that was one time. Name 10 other. Name 10 other.
On the second one.
Whatever. That was my friend's fault. I told you.
Yeah, you're probably still at Costco. I'm surprised you have that background.
Honestly, haven't even talked to her since then because of that. I'm just like, bro, you suck. You wasted my whole day. So thanks. You guys ruined one of my friendships. I just want that on your shoulders.
I did you a favor. I did you a favor.
Whatever. No, we're cool. It was just annoying because
Did you spend a whole day at Costco?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Costco. It was at fucking IKEA.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
It'd be way cooler if it was like at
returning
Costco.
some. Yeah, at least we could have like ate or something.
Gotten samples.
No. Okay.
But anyway.
Anyways, cryptids. If you could have any cryptid as a pet, who would it be?
Ooh. Honestly, probably one of the hellhounds for sure.
Damn, one of the hellhounds.
Yeah, why would you not want a big dog?
Well, I was thinking chupacabra, because he's just like a feisty little chihuahua.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of want something in the water, so maybe like Nessie, something that can give me a ride somewhere, like Lapras or something.
That would be cool. As I was reading about all of these cryptids, I was like, damn, I honestly just want to pet like all of them. Like, maybe it's just because like I just love like plushies, but like I really just want to give them all like a squish.
Maybe Bigfoot. He's hairy. I don't know.
I feel like his hair would be coarse. I probably wouldn't like.
Yeah, it'd probably be like I don't know what's coarse, like a horse hair.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a combination. Well, because they're supposed to be like primates, so I would imagine it probably feels like
they stink supposedly too. That's like usually one of the clues that they're around. Yeah,
which is like.
You never had like a possible encounter with anything, have you? Like maybe you saw something?
No, definitely not.
I always want to go.
Had more like paranormal experiences than
what?
I have, like,
Tell me about that real quick. Name one. Ghosts?
My like, whole childhood. Yes, I've had my whole childhood was like that. I moved around a lot, my whole life. So one of the houses that I lived in, probably the craziest one. My friend and I were in my kitchen, and my kitchen had like an island that kind of wrapped around the sink. So she was on one side, and I was standing in front of the sink, and we were both just leaning on the counter, and literally the faucet turned on, and it was like a lift faucet, and we were both just staring there like. Same house. My friend was taking a nap in my bed after like high school, and I wasn't home yet because I got out an hour after her, and she said that while she was laying in my bed, she felt someone, which she thought it was me, like put pressure on one side of the bed and then put pressure on like the other side of her, as if they were like leaning over looking at her. Fuck? And when she opened her eyes, there was nobody there.
I think that's part of the reason why I'm so obsessed, because I've never really had an experience besides 2 UFOs I've seen, but they weren't like the greatest experiences. They were really quick, but I've never seen a ghost. I played with the Ouija board a ton. One time the little pull switch for the light, for a ceiling fan. One time that moved. I swear to God, I thought I had like some psychokinesis or something, like where I could move it with my mind, telekinetic powers. I don't fucking know. It was weird, but there's nobody there to, there was no witnesses, so it's just me saying it,
Yeah.
But I remember I had a headache too. That's why I was like, maybe something's going on. Yeah, it's the only time. Nothing weird like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, fuck yeah, Jean Grey up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was thinking like Professor X. I was going.
Yeah, well, she's more stronger. So, I actually have her tattooed on me. I gotta finish that.
Do you?
Yeah. But
take your top off. Show us.
Fuck no. I'm working out. I just started working out. Thick boy summer's coming. I'm trying to look decent for once. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I just got some roller skates. About to do that.
That's why I was working out before, when you were like, "Oh, I need 30 more minutes or something." I was like, "Fuck, I could have worked out longer."
My bad.
But whatever, it's all good. But
you need to call it, man. I gotta be an Uber for my beloved roommate.
Yeah, you took her to the vet, right? Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, her dog just has really bad anxiety.
That's crazy. I didn't even know pets could have anxiety.
Yeah, she's like really bad. Like she wakes up and it's just like every sound she hears.
Is there like anxiety medication for dogs? Do they put them like on Xanax just like or something? Xanax. Really? Yeah, holy shit! Yeah. Do people abuse that?
What?
I'm just saying, like, have you heard of that? I mean, people take ketamine, isn't that for horses?
I mean, technically it's for animals, just in general, but.
Oh, I thought it was specifically for horses.
No. It's the first sedative that they give before they put an animal under general anesthetic. So, like whenever we used to take my dog to get her teeth cleaned, they just give him a little bit of ketamine because she was a little bit aggressive. Somebody said
ketamine is also PCP. It's like the same thing. Somebody on Joe Rogan, don't ask me. That's what they said. I'm gonna have to look. I want to look it up later and find out how true this is. Okay, but anyways, back to cryptids.
Yeah.
Weird tangent there. All right. You want to start?
I don't even know where to start really. The
Just
the
talk
one that
about whatever
I
you looked into the most. I got
that
something
was
called the
like
Nigin, so I
the
got a
Niger.
bunch. Yeah.
To be quite honest, I picked the ones that I knew I could definitely pronounce because I was like, I'm not going to embarrass myself on this. But I will say the one that I found, which I thought was the coolest, it's called the Black Shuck,
That
and
was
it's
a serious
basically just
black one, right?
yes. So it's basically just like a giant dog, but this related back to the Skinwalker Ranch, which I thought was interesting. You know how you were saying that like they had the red eyes and stuff. So
Yeah.
this giant dog is supposed to have like red eyes, like nasty hair, and that this is where like they all just tie in together because then you have like the hellhounds that are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, but this dog, there's like sightings of this animal all the way back to like 1127, like written documentation.
Damn, what was even going on in there? Is that like this?
I don't know.
I don't even know what age that is. Like
I don't know.
castles? Fuck, medieval?
I feel like that's probably huts.
I don't know.
1127. I feel like that's far.
BC?
No, like it's just like 1100. Like it literally, as I was looking at it, literally said 1127. I was like, when even is that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to picture. Like, who the fuck is around at that time? Like, are we hunter gatherers? Are we?
I don't know.
No, it couldn't be
I don't
because
know.
they wouldn't tell the story. Okay.
Right?
What do you feel about it? Do you think it's legit?
No, so as I was doing more looking into it, at least not these stories. So like the other main one was in like 1577, so I guess like Columbus type days. There was like a congregation, like a church. These dogs supposedly come out when there's like crazy storms and like crazy weather.
Yeah.
Um, Supposedly this dog like busts through the church doors and murked a dad and his son that were praying, and then like the
Oh
church
fuck.
collapsed. Yeah, the church like collapsed after that. But I guess like looking back through more research that people did, um, there was like a really bad storm where like lightning had actually struck the door, and you can see the scorch marks on the door, and like the winds were crazy. So they say that like you can hear the howl, but you can't hear them coming. So I feel like it's probably just people being superstitious because it's like a church thing.
Yeah, they just connected churches. Some dogs coming to kill some dude in a
Yeah,
church, so it's got to be the devil.
right, exactly. And like
Hellhounds.
black dogs are typically like all black, like large dogs, like the hellhounds, things like that. They're supposed to be like omens of death.
Yeah.
So like if you see one, you're
Yeah.
going to die within like the next year, which I think is kind of tight.
Me too. Or
Also,
kind of like the black sheep. I don't know if
yeah.
you've seen that movie. I think what was it called, The Witch or just Witch. There's a black sheep in that movie, and it ends up being the spoiler alert. Ends up being the devil, but it's just this creepy fucking black sheep with horns, and he's just
Hmm.
everywhere. Anytime something bad happens, he's just like chilling.
Of course he is. I mean, that would be me
I
probably.
wonder if these dogs. Do you know about? I guess it's more like a. I think it has to do with like the Roman god type of shit. That's Cerberus. It's like a three-headed dog.
Yeah, Cerberus.
Cerberus. There you go.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the guardian of like the gates of
They're
hell.
kind of like a hellhound, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Only all in one.
Right. They're just all that's what I'm saying is like as I looked through all of them, I couldn't really pick one because I feel like they're so many of them are the same, just with a different name.
Yeah.
This particular site that I found, it goes into like it shows like details of where um the animal or the cryptid has been like adapted to like film or animations, and I thought it was kind of cool that like the Black Shuck basically spans into like video games, like it's in Fallout 4, I guess,
I played that
Assassin's
game.
Creed, and then of course it's in Harry Potter. There's just like a bunch of places where
Wait,
it's
what's
seen.
it in Harry Potter? That's
It's
that's him as
Sirius
the
Black.
dog. That's him. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant it just looked like him or something.
Oh no, that's literally like that's what it is.
Oh, okay, that makes
So
sense. So it's like a werewolf almost then.
no, because
Cause he
that's
stood up.
Professor Lupin. That's Professor Lupin.
Was it?
He was a werewolf.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah, he
right.
was
Damn.
make it.
And I just had a Harry Potter marathon like 3 weeks ago. I'm
That's
slacking.
embarrassing, David.
My bad.
Don't give yourself up like that.
Too many dogs, and why would you have a werewolf and then have his uncle be a dog? See, now it's confusing people.
I mean, anyone who truly loves Harry Potter is not confused about this because Sirius is a dog.
My therapist is like a Harry
And
Potter freak. I'm gonna test her now and see.
I bet you she would be like, everybody knows that.
Probably just to try to
Because
impress me.
Sirius Black was hot and Professor Lupin was not.
Okay, I don't know about that. I was all about that Hermione Granger. Let's go, baby.
I mean, like now, yeah. Back then.
Oh, back then she was like, yeah, like. Well, honestly, I think we were the same age back then, so it was
Yeah.
it was always okay for me.
I don't know. I didn't think she was pretty until she.
What?
Only until like the 4th or 5th movie.
You fucking take that back right now.
She wasn't.
How do you know?
Because I'm a girl and like I can acknowledge when other girls are hot.
I can acknowledge the handsome fellow myself, but yeah, I don't see who'd you say was cute? You said Gary Oldman, right? That's who played Sirius. Didn't he play Sirius Black?
No.
Any true Harry Potter fan would know this.
No, he did not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Gary Oldman who played. Look it up, bro. Screen share that shit. Screen that shit. I'm pretty sure it was Gary Oldman. The guy from The Fifth Element, Zorg.
Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? So yes, it is Gary Oldman. But
Booyah!
what's that guy's name? I think his name is also Gary.
Ooh.
He plays Clay in Sons of Anarchy.
Never seen it, son.
You've never seen Sons of Anarchy?
I heard good things. No. What's it about? It's like motorcycle gangs and drugs,
like a
right?
motorcycle gang.
Nah, I don't know who you're
They
talking
do like
about.
gang shit.
Nah.
I swear to God, what is his name?
See, this is what you get for telling me I didn't know Harry Potter. They're confusing werewolves with dogs because they're pretty similar.
So like, I don't know who I thought it was. It's Ron Perlman. That was
Ron Perlman, Hellboy. Don't look shit like him.
I know. That's why I was like, no. I was confused.
Oh, fuck. Where were we even going with that? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't either.
You talk about your next one.
Oh, fuck. My shit's long. Okay.
Well, good. Go for it.
All right, I have notes. Hold up.
Did you write like a whole book?
No, because, okay, so I'm going to save my last one, the Nightgen. I'll save that for, like, the closure because it's really long because I connected it to that. Remember? I don't know if you remember I posted, like, that mermaid alien story from,
yes,
like, Reddit. Well, I kind of connected them, so, you know.
So, like,
I'll
theory.
yeah, well, because it just made sense that maybe that's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into it. Trust. Are you okay? So I did something from here. The Meghan monster from the Meghan area. I guess we have Meghan something up north in Arizona.
Yeah, the Mogollon Rim.
It's Meghan. I thought it was Mogollon. Unless there's two different pronunciations.
My whole life nobody has ever said it right. So
okay. I thought it was I thought it was how you pronounced it, Mogollon. But everyone's like Muggy-yon. I'm like, all right. It's basically like a Bigfoot, from what I understand.
Yeah. Yep, I saw that one on there when I was looking up stuff. I feel like there just wasn't a whole lot of information on it that I found.
I went
also
to...
didn't look into it very deeply.
Where the fuck did I go? I went to Story Maps. Cryptids of North America. I don't know if that's... Anyways, they had like a whole section about it, which was kind of surprising. But I mean, basically, it's fucking Bigfoot. I think the first reporting was like in 1903. But I mean, when you look into the history of us, you know, where did we first land in America? Plymouth Rock, right?
Yeah.
You know, as we worked our way west, I'm pretty sure there was always like stories of the wild man, not Indians, not Native Americans.
But that's the thing, you have to like remember at that time they probably thought that anyway.
Think
They
so?
probably just related all of them.
As what do you mean? As like Native Americans, like they're all wild men?
Just in general, they could. I mean, easily.
Well, no, because I remember they would talk to the Native Americans and they would describe them like, no, that's not us. That's the natives would call them the wild man too because they were really hairy and they would like fight with them and shit and like have little small feuds over territories. But usually the natives would back off because they'd get their ass handed to them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I used to be a big Bigfoot kid, a big Bigfoot believer. But these days, I don't know.
You don't
like,
think there's any truth to it?
It's hard to say because like, where are the bodies? Where's where's the proof? Like, we've had hair. I mean, I know we have fucking footprints and shit, tracks, but how, that, I don't know if that really qualifies as
Yeah.
solid proof.
I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, maybe it's just because like when I think of, I guess we've explored so much more land than we have of like the ocean, of course. But I'm sure that there are places that like we just haven't looked.
Hmm. So you think it's possible that there could be like some ape
I mean,
out there?
potentially.
Because
I
Florida
also
has the skunk ape. I think it's kind of
Florida
similar.
also has Florida man.
Florida
Anything
man.
is possible with Florida man. So
I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that we wouldn't have found a body by now, unless like I mean,
mm,
unless they're smart and like they bury their dead or something.
I mean, unless they, well, I mean, look at like the Yetis. Like Yetis are supposed to be up in what is it?
And
What's that mountain? That big mountain. The
Everest,
one that people can't ever climb. Yeah.
Everest.
Aren't they supposed to be at like the top of?
I've always heard of Yetis just anywhere where there's snow, really. But
Mm,
I think you're right. There's one of the mountains.
they're supposed to be in like one of the coldest places where like people don't ever go,
They're basically Bigfoots that live, yeah, in the cold. They're like polar bears.
which I would also love to hug.
Oh my god.
But side note. So when I was looking up all this stuff, I kind of like stopped looking into it when I was just making the connection that like they're all the same. It's like
Yeah.
there's just so they're all so similar that like if you've heard of one, you've heard of another, like all the swimmers, there's like the swimmers, the flyers, and then the landers.
Hmm.
If you could like categorize them all that way.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
How I
sense to me.
would.
Yeah. Okay. You might be. You should know. Honestly, you should be. What are they called? The crypto experts. A
A
cryptozoologist.
cryptozoologist?
Yeah, you should maybe look into that. I don't know. I think it would be fun. I'd like to go out there and just like look around and shit. I don't know
I
if
mean,
there's
if
any
someone
money in
wanted to
that.
sponsor me, I would absolutely go do it.
Me fucking too, because I'm just like, how do you get? Is there good money in that? Like, can you make a living?
No, definitely not. Any type of science field that requires research, you have to get funding
Grants
from
and
the
shit,
public.
and yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably no fun.
So like you're not really getting paid, you're just going out there.
It ain't no fun. But I know there was damn. I wish I fucking looked up her name, but there used to be this doctor. She was doing really good like work on Bigfoot. She had like hair samples and shit, and she was like the most serious of all the researchers, I guess, that handled it. But once she came out, everyone like black sheeped her and just, I think she lost her job.
And I mean, I would like to know why.
Just because she was out there talking, because she was a well-respected
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't remember what her field was, but she was somebody who like took samples and studied them, and did all kinds of lab tests. I believe she had her own lab and everything too. But the company that she was associated with found out, and they,
So she
kind of
was just
shunned
like
her.
misappropriating funds.
Mm, I don't know, because I'm not too sure who funded that. I think it might have been her own free time thing. It was just the fact that
Mm.
she was this well-respected person who was looking into something so fringe
Yeah.
versus focusing on, I don't know, some legit animal.
Right. I mean, I guess I could see that.
That's what I don't understand about this whole like UFO phenomenon. Like, there's shit out there, but nobody's really like looking. Nobody's
I feel like
serious,
there
well
are
respected.
there's yeah.
There
I
was
mean,
one guy recently, Avi Leob from Harvard. I don't know if you saw that viral thing. He was talking about that Oumuamua comet that flew by.
no.
No, he came out. He was on Joe Rogan too. He's like the top physicist at Harvard. So I mean, I guess there's one guy.
I feel like with things like that, especially with like UFOs, even with like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever, everyone is going to immediately discredit you if you say something about it anyway. So like I feel like they would have to be very very succinct when they come out with that information.
Yeah, you need to have like rock solid fucking proof, or nobody wants to
Yeah.
hear shit from you. But I mean, even if you do, because like this Harvard guy, when he was looking at that rock, he was going based off the data, and people were still like, it's probably just a comet that doesn't,
Right?
you know. It's just I don't know. I just don't understand why, scientists and researchers and stuff, they should be excited when something they don't know comes around. They should be like, let's get out there, let's look at this shit and figure it out. Isn't that
I
what
mean,
it's
they
all
should be.
about?
Yeah, that's like the basis of science, but
Uh,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a limit or a capacity to what people are willing to understand or accept.
yeah.
So they just shut that down.
I don't know.
Just be too hard for them to comprehend it.
All right. Who else did you look up?
Let's see. So I looked up the Mothman.
Didn't you say you knew somebody that lived out there or
Yes.
something like that?
Yeah, so one of my best friends since like junior high, her family's from the East Coast, and her mom has always been terrified of the Mothman, which I probably just remember because I loved hearing her say it. She'd call it like the Mothman.
Yeah.
They got that accent. But she was always like terrified that like this thing was gonna come and like just cause destruction.
Wait, so does she live in that town where the whole bridge incident happened?
I don't know. I don't think so. So she was from PA, I think.
That's where
And
it originated?
no, it happened in West Virginia.
West Virginia. Okay.
In Point Pleasant. That's where like the first one was sighted. Actually,
Because that's all I know about Mothman is the bridge thing where
the
it was
bridge.
seen and then that bridge collapsed and all those people died.
Yeah, so as I was looking up stuff about this, what I thought was really interesting is that someone tried to say that like so basically the consensus with the Mothman is that he's not actually like a bad cryptid, he's like a good one.
Hmm.
He Whenever you see him, it's like he's like a warning sign that there's going to be destruction. So there, I guess, were like some photoshopped images of him like at the Twin Towers in 9/11.
Oh, I think I've seen those. Yeah.
I was like, I
Okay.
mean, like, yeah, sure, why not? Um, but people have even said that like he's basically there to like warn about disasters. So like supposedly he was sighted at Chernobyl, um, with the bridge, of course.
So if you see him, get the fuck out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hmm.
And I thought it was really interesting because I'm sure that you've seen Jeepers Creepers, right?
Yeah.
So I don't watch scary movies for the
Why?
most part
Why?
because I don't like them. I get paranoid.
Oh, really?
My brain is like it's mainly like actual like gory movies. I
Like
just don't like
Saw?
them. No, not like Saw. Like, I can't watch Halloween. I can't watch I can't even think of like other ones. But
Like,
I've never seen like Friday the 13th. I'm not really scared of that one, but I've just never seen them.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I've just never seen them. My brain is like when I see stuff like that, it just creeps me out because like there's some like weird sick people out there who are probably like, "Oh yeah, that's good."
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
thinking
just
like
don't like
Night
that.
Stalker, serial killer type of person.
Yeah, like I just don't like that. It's too close. Like I'll watch a paranormal movie, I'll watch like suspense, but I won't do like horror stuff.
I mean, I fucking love them. I still get scared. You know what movie scared the shit out of me, and I'm like ashamed to say it for some reason? The original Blair Witch Project.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, a lot of people talk shit about it. I remember back then because they were like, "Oh, this movie's stupid" because it was the first found
Right.
footage and it was moving around. I used to have this
Right.
fear. I have no idea where this comes from. After watching that movie, I used to have this fear that I would go to sleep and somehow would wake up like in the woods. That was my fear. How I came up with that? No fucking idea.
I mean, that's a fair fear. Kind of, I mean, like, what if Slender Man took you into the woods?
Yeah, but it, like just to think that somehow I just go to sleep in my bed and teleport to the fucking woods, like how that doesn't even happen in the movie. Like
I mean, it could happen
don't
in your
say
movie.
that.
Right,
It
put that
took
in
me
your book,
10 years
man.
to get over it.
Yeah, right. You'll be all right.
But I mean,
But
witches are
anyway,
kind of real, so
oh, I
yeah,
mean, they definitely are.
yeah. I mean,
That's yeah, they're out there. They're out there living for sure. But Jeepers Creepers, so same concept as Mothman
uh,
because the Mothman, I guess, doesn't actually look like a moth. That's just like what they called him. He actually would look like an owl with like bat type wings.
yeah.
But they said that like when he flew, he just like shot straight up into the air, like Jeepers Creepers off that bus.
Is that where they got
After he
that
was
idea from, or
I don't know. I don't know,
maybe
but I mean like they're basically the same thing. Like Jeepers Creepers basically is the Mothman.
only evil? He's there to come kill you, not to
Yeah.
save you.
Yeah, I feel like he was just hungry.
Yeah, you know, once you go to sleep
Yeah.
for like, doesn't he sleep for like 20 years or some shit, and then he's like it?
Yeah, I think that like something woke him up. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know it was something like that, and that's why he harvested body parts and shit. And
Yeah, I feel like wasn't he supposed to like go back to sleep at the end of the movie?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, we just gotta make it through the night. Like, bullshit.
Yeah, never works out.
No, they
Great
never
movie.
do.
Okay, but do you think he's real though?
Mm, I don't know. It's probably just like a giant bird. But I mean, they're I don't know. They're the whole like backstory of like the Silver Bridge and
Hmm.
like how he became to be is that like some lady had like a million kids and she was like, yo, we can't afford this kid. We're gonna just sacrifice him.
What the fuck?
So yeah, so so some people believe that like he was the product of a blood curse placed upon the town where the son was murdered. And the murdered son is the
Is the
Mothman.
Mothman?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You just can't.
paranormal, whatever you want to call it, but that's
Mm,
I guess like where it's supposedly originated.
okay. I used to believe the Mothman too. I know they have that lit ass festival over there. It's like I think it's literally called the Mothman Festival or something.
Yes,
Really want
I
to
do
go to that.
remember that.
I want to go to that whole
So
area. Like I want to go to Salem when it's Halloween. Like I just want to be up in that shit. You know what I mean?
I want to light the black candle.
Like from
Like,
fucking what's the fucking
yes,
movie Hocus Pocus?
yes. It's not gonna
Well,
work.
I dabbled in some. I don't know if you call it witchcraft, but I've looked up like spells and shit. I know there's like the colors of the candles matter and shit.
Mhm.
I don't know what black means though.
I mean, I definitely know a few people that I could ask.
You should. You should tell them to talk with me on this show. I'd love to learn about like the
I
witchcraft,
will.
pagan. I don't need like you know. It's
Wicca.
is it
Would be
Is it
Wicca.
Wicca? Is that
Yep.
the proper? It's not pagan, or is it
Well, I
all the
mean,
same shit?
yeah, no, they're
Kinda.
different.
Oh.
Um, so my understanding is that Wicca, like,
Uh huh.
they practice like witchcraft. Um, but then again, you also have to keep in mind that like a lot of what people like the immediate thought on witchcraft is that people are out here like doing like only evil stuff,
Yeah,
but there's a
there's
lot
good
of like
stuff too,
good
right?
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I've had some friends give me like some money spells and like put some quarters in your windowsill type of shit. And
yeah, like put something under your pillow or
I
something.
remember there was some kind of
Mhm.
jar too I was supposed to make. I forgot what it was called.
So it's
Uh,
not working for you.
well, I never did it. Um,
So,
but I just know, like, I've, some of my friends are really into it, and I asked them, but fuck, I forgot what they're called. They're just, just spells and shit for good luck and make you feel better,
mhm.
and things like that. But,
I mean, that would definitely be a really good episode. So I
yeah,
can.
well, I need somebody down. Everyone's always so down, and then they back off, and I'm like, fuck you.
So I know exactly who you could talk to, and she would be down. So
Okay, well, tell her. She can
I
message me or
will.
something, and we can go over the details and whatever.
I definitely will.
Okay, I want to get into this Nigel. Let me share my screen first off. How do I do this? Share screen. Is it working?
Yeah,
Can you see this shit?
yeah.
What the fuck are these, right?
Fucking cool. I feel like the ocean cryptids are like the coolest ones.
Yeah, for half a second I was like, do I want to do a separate show like dedicated to ocean shit? Because like you said, we don't really like know much about the ocean. Like it's just this big fucking bowl of soup that.
It's just there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, these are the fucking. I'm pretty sure they're called Nijin, maybe Ninjin. I don't know.
Ninja.
Ninjins. This is the only this one right here. This one that's like no, I don't want to look at this. Go back. Anyways, can you see this one? This like Google.
Hold on. Yes.
Well, supposedly that's like the only real picture of whatever these Ninjin are. I mean, that could
It's like
honestly though
multiple
that could
things.
just be like water like splashing though, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It could also be like what are those dolphins? They look like orcas. They're like pseudo orcas, but they're actually dolphins. They're black and white.
Not man. I was thinking manatees for a second. No, because I know manatees have like from underneath them. It looks like they have legs, like mermaids and shit.
They really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, actually, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you seen that
It
picture?
looks like they've got like thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me stop sharing this shit. Anyways, that's them. Okay. There's a lot going on with this. I first heard about this like man, I want to say 10 years ago. So basically they're like humanoid creatures. They live in Antarctica. They were first reported by like Japanese research vessels. Supposedly there's like this big old conspiracy that Japan like knows all about them, but they're like scrubbing the internet. It's very far out there, I guess you could say. They're trying to keep it hush hush. but I don't know. But anyways, supposedly they live like in the Antarctic. This also started like, I believe the 80s is when they first saw them, but that doesn't make sense to me. Like, how is something going to be hidden this whole time and just pop up?
I mean, I feel like that's kind of a hard one
Yeah.
because for a very long time, I still kind of feel like it's possible. I wanted to believe that like the megalodon existed still.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like it's totally possible.
Well,
It could be.
weren't colossal squid like a rumor for a long time
Yeah.
till we found them? So I mean, I
Well, I
guess.
mean, there's we just don't see them because they live so
Yeah,
deep
they
in the
live
ocean.
so I guess yeah, and these things they're about the size of a whale supposedly. They didn't specify what kind of whale, but that's still pretty big. And I guess if
I
they
mean,
are intelligent, they can like hide and they'll be more aware of their surroundings and shit.
I feel like they have to be intelligent if they're real to go this long.
You think so? I mean, that's if they're real. I don't know.
So if we're entertaining the idea that they could be real, then yes, they would have to be intelligent.
But
They would
how
have to
intelligent? Like
be.
humanoid intelligent or like dolphins? Like
So I mean, they would have to be at least somewhere higher up on the food chain because I mean, if they're existing out there, there's so many other predators.
yeah.
So like they have to be intelligent of some sort.
I guess. Well,
But I mean, you said they live in the Antarctic or the Arctic.
the Antarctic. Yeah, I guess. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it? The Arctic
So
and the Antarctic. Yeah, it's all the same thing, right? Isn't Arctic just
no,
short
it's
for?
not.
Isn't it?
No, no. There's two poles. So there's the Antarctic and the Arctic.
Okay, I think it's the
The
Antarctic.
Antarctic
The
is like
Antarctic. The
it's the
southern.
coldest place.
That's the
Like
southern one,
it's the
right?
colder side
Yeah, it's Antarctica, the
where
southern
like
one.
nobody goes.
So
Like
there,
it's
okay, this is where I connected it to that mermaid story, but we'll get to that later. So there and Japan, that's their hood. Don't go
okay.
over there. They mostly appear at night. They have fucking arms, as you could see, and then they have like a mermaid flipper tail. So I don't know what the fuck. Oh, I don't know how that evolved. Like, how does that even fucking happen? Like, how do you grow arms and not legs? Were they like just trying to crawl out and just said fuck it halfway through and went back, or?
I mean, look at what's his face, the famous swimmer, the pothead swimmer.
Fucking Michael Phelps.
Yeah, he's like all arms.
I guess. They have like dead facial features, like they're just like I don't know why they listed that. Okay. So, this is where I connect it to that mermaid story. So, the whole thing with that mermaid thing that came out, I believe the first what do you want to call them? Whistleblower, supposedly, I guess. They worked for the NOAA, which is like the National
Organization of
Ocean some
Aquatic,
shit. Yeah,
National
something like.
Organization of Aquatic something.
Yeah. Anyways, they fuck with the ocean. Those niggas. Anyways,
National Ocean Aquatic Association.
yeah, I think.
Oceanic Aquatic
There you go,
Association.
gang. This girl knows her shit. Fuck.
I
Well,
just want to be a marine biologist.
that would be
Like I'm
dope.
here for that.
That would be dope. Because I mean, what else do we have left to explore here? It's the ocean. That's it.
That's where
And
space
maybe that's why we don't explore the ocean. Maybe these are why. Maybe it's the ninja.
It's where space started
What do you mean it's where space started?
because we see so like our eyes they see inverted, right? So like what we actually perceive as up would be down. So like we're looking out for like space, but like down.
Okay. I see what you're
Ocean.
saying. All right.
Aliens. They're
Well,
down there.
supposedly last year, or was it 7 years ago? It might have been 7 years. Does this thing have a date? No, 1 year ago. So 1 year ago, somebody who worked there, some girl or something, she wanted to say like, "Oh, we found these things, and they're trying to keep it hush hush." She equated it to like mermaids, which I guess kind of you can. If a ninja was real, maybe you could mistake it depending on which way you're looking at it as a mermaid, because
Yeah,
they have
potentially.
arms, they have like a flipper. Is it a flipper or a fin? What is that? Their tail thing.
Their tail fin.
It's a tail fin. Okay, I didn't know
Tail
that.
fin.
I never watched like the Little Mermaid or anything, so I don't know like what that thing is called.
I mean,
Anyways,
it would be the same like on
Yeah.
all animals that have tails.
well,
In the water.
so I don't know. It just makes sense to me now to connect them because one they look similar.
Mhm.
Two, I mean they're in the ocean. The Arctic is another big deal. So last year this person came out and they were like, "Yeah, we found this thing." They originally the girl like gave all her information, like she like who she was, her name, her like employee ID number, like all kinds of shit that she wasn't supposed to. Like she was legit, like a legit person that worked there. And then I remember it was a big deal because on Reddit you're not supposed to like give information and stuff like that, like say who you are,
Right.
things like that. Kind of keep it anonymous because I remember they deleted it. But then this year another person came out, but they were like saying that this was like aliens, not something that like evolved here alongside us. So this is like a hybrid story where it's either aliens or it's these motherfuckers. I don't know.
I mean, so again, if this existed and it were real, and you think of like the habitat that it's living in,
Yeah.
they're going to be, I mean, maybe not now because global warming, but they're going to be under ice more often than not. So like they're probably not coming up for air very often. So like they would have bigger eyes to let in as much light as possible. It's going to be super dark there all the time because they're what, like feet. I think I just read an article about in the Arctic they found like a life, and it was just like algae type of things, but I mean it's still considered life because it does stuff. But they had to drill like 1,300 feet or something like that through the ice.
1,300 feet?
And this is like global warming ice. So I mean, if they were real and they lived there, they would want all of those features, like big eyes, try to be aerodynamic.
I don't know about that. Somehow our life, well, not our life feed, but I don't think they could see us anymore.
No?
No, but I mean, they can still hear us. We can keep talking. I'll keep playing with it. I don't know. I just don't believe that something can evolve alongside us like that, and we just don't fucking know. Even if we're not exploring the ocean, even if, like...
I feel like if they were going to do it anywhere, it'd be in the ocean.
But you gotta, I don't know, I just think about, like, if we're fucking out here polluting the ocean and shit, wouldn't that be like an act of war or something? I mean, I'd be pissed if I was living in the ocean and these motherfuckers are just...
Did you live through 2020 or, like, no? Were you not there for that?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yes, I mean, I would agree. But, I mean, I don't necessarily think that if that were the case, like, entertaining this idea, I don't think that they're that intelligent. Like, I don't think they have...
Like humanoid, like...
Yeah, I don't think they would have that. Like, they're still fish.
And
fish
fish are our friends, aren't they?
Yes. Some of them are also really smart, which... I mean, like, look at killer whales.
What do you mean?
Killer whales are, like, some of the most intelligent animals in the ocean.
I thought whatchamacallums had it. I thought dolphins were, like, top dogs out there.
They are, but killer whales are also really intelligent. And they think that they can perceive, like, emotions and things like that. Like,
really?
they're smart motherfuckers.
Huh. I didn't know that. It's a little depressing because we treat them like shit. What is it? Fuck SeaWorld.
That's why everybody hates SeaWorld.
Well, I never been there. I guess I'll never go.
I went when I was a kid, but...
Oh, look at you!
I did. I was actually on a marine biology trip as a kid in, like, 5th grade. It was really cool.
Wow.
The SeaWorld part wasn't, but we got to go out on a boat. I threw up everywhere. We got to hold, like, squids and sponges and stuff, like sea urchins.
What the fuck? The only thing I've ever touched is, like, what are they called? Stingrays, the things that killed Steve Irwin. But I think they take the barbs out or whatever they're called, which is kind of fucked up. But
do they when they're at, like, zoos and stuff?
I believe so. I think it's probably just the one. I went to the one that's... Damn, where is it at? It's way out on the west side.
Oh, the Wildlife...
Yeah, I don't know their fucking names, but they have, like, a little pool.
Wildlife World Zoo.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute since I've been there, and yeah, it's like cool, but didn't make sense. I mean, like, I'd rather just look at them if you're gonna. It's like declawing a cat, like, you know what I mean?
I feel like they don't always, like, the ones, because, like, I've pet them. I have pet multiple stingrays in many different locations.
Yeah.
And I feel like they have their little spears.
Really? Unless it was, I don't know. This was a long time ago.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But anyway, if there were such thing as, like, a mermaid, I would imagine that based off of its location, it would potentially look something like that.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, maybe this is where the fucking whole mermaid idea came from, in the first place. Maybe it's been these things the whole time. I just find it hard to believe that. Oh, now we're just. I mean, I keep thinking about how yes, we haven't explored the ocean and shit, but just don't make sense to me. Just don't make any sense to me.
Yes, but you would also have to consider things like time and it not being linear, and like maybe they didn't evolve right next to us. Maybe they evolved in like a different timeline.
Like,
And now
you
it's just
talking like
well,
another dimension type of shit?
I am talking about like alternate timelines.
I've never really thought about that. Just
Because like I
all.
mean, if you believe that they're, depending on your thoughts on time,
Well,
then multiple experiences could be happening at the same time. So maybe they're evolving in one timeline and then they overlap.
I don't even know how that would fucking happen though. Like, how does it just overlap and then they pop into existence? That's too much of a mind fuck for me. I don't know if I can handle that right now.
I don't know. I mean, like that's how I feel about deja vu. It's just like our timelines overlapping.
You think so? You think that's what it is?
Potentially. Yeah, I mean, I think that like deja vu occurs because like you're in the right place,
Yeah.
that you're following like the correct timeline.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that like the majority of those times it's because whatever your alternate lives are, like they're just overlapping.
I've never really given deja vu like much thought really, but I mean, you know what? I'll buy your fucking theory because I don't have a better one. So
Fair.
I still can't figure out why our faces went away. Man, I swear this shit is stupid some days.
When you stream, do you stream the live? Like, do you stream the Zoom meeting or do you stream like live?
I have to use this Zoom thing because with OBS I'd need like you'd have to be here. We'd need multiple cameras. Then I could do like the actual feed. So yeah,
Right.
I just do like it just captures the window basically.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird though.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. I can see it kind of, but
It just said no.
huh?
It just said no.
Yeah, it's fucking act stupid. I don't understand this shit. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Anyways, did you have any other ones? I don't. That was my last one, which I guess works
Yeah,
perfectly
no, I
since
mean,
the camera fucked up.
right. Um, so the other thing that I was thinking about, I don't know if you watch this because I obviously watch a lot of like animals type of shows. Did
Mhm.
you ever watch like River Monsters
Fuck yeah.
with Jeremy Wade?
Yeah.
First of all, he's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Second of all, I feel like that also kind of goes into a lot of it because I mean, the majority of those things, like the sea snakes, dragons, and like Japanese culture, things like that, those all came from like actual animals.
Yeah.
So I mean,
They just
there's just
kind
so
of
much
seen
potential.
shit that they couldn't really process properly,
Yeah,
so it became a
like they were like,
dragon
damn,
or
that's a big ass fish. It's bigger than me.
I mean,
I feel like
that show
that's
ended
probably
right. They don't do it anymore, huh?
yeah, no, sad. It was a it was a good show though. I feel like at the end they just kept it was always a fucking arapaima, like every single time.
I don't remember what the fuck is an arapaima.
It's a big fish
Is it?
with teeth.
Bring
Yeah.
that shit up. I want to see it. Can you Google it real quick while I fuck with this thing? Arapaima. I remember I remember he would always fish for those fucking giant ass sturgeons. Those things fucking scare the
Mm-hmm.
shit out of me.
Okay, so this one doesn't have teeth, but it does. Here's my
And
Okay.
source.
So it was this fish right here. These giant ass fish.
Whoa. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, like I can imagine if you saw that, you'd probably be like, that's a dragon.
How do you get a dragon from that though? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying the whole
Because
dragon.
people were a lot more creative back then. Let's see.
I suppose.
Literally, if we just Google Jeremy Wade. Those ones. These fucking crazy ones. But they're giant ass fish
Yeah, fuck those.
with big teeth.
I remember one time he caught like a giant, like it was like some huge fucking stingray, and then I
Yeah, and
remember
it
they were
had
pulling it
babies.
up, and then it snapped like
Yeah.
the net
Did you
or
see the one
whatever.
that one later in the episode? It had babies when they
Did
caught it.
it? I don't remember it
Yeah.
having the babies, but I just remember like fuck, because they were getting ready to pull it out. I was like, God damn, that shit is a monster.
Yeah, no, that one literally had babies. It was, I want to say that the span on it was like either 6 or like 7 feet,
Yeah.
like wide. And then while they were holding it in like the net, it just started like giving birth to like 3 or 4 babies.
Holy shit. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. Mm.
Oh, speak of the devil, there it is.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah. He's so cute. He is.
Google Chrome.
Look at him.
Groove
He's
music.
so cute.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's like it's like a UFO in the water.
Right?
Mm-mm-mm.
Ugh, so cute. I just want to like take a nap on its back, you know? Just like on its fins, so it just like floats around.
All right.
That would be the life.
I don't know.
You don't know? You wouldn't do that if you were like
Here we go.
if you were an aquatic animal.
I got our faces back. I don't know what I did, but technical difficulties. All right. Let's want to play a game? This might be kind of hard, honestly. Yeah. Where did I
What would
put
you
it?
do?
I was going to have you try to guess where the cryptid is from based on just the name,
Like
but
me?
we're going to stick to I was going to do like the whole world, but I mean, I can't expect you to know that. It's going to be too hard. So we'll
Yeah.
do like you know, the 50 states. Where did I
I
put
feel like I
it?
need to pull up a map just because like I don't know.
Nah, because it might
I don't know.
that there's literally a map, so you might cheat. I don't know.
No, I'm just gonna like pull it up on like Google Maps.
Let me
On like the one that's on my computer.
okay.
Where is...
I don't know what the fuck I did with it. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Is this the one? Damn, I thought I saved the link. Okay. No, that's not the one I wanted. The Meghan monster. Alright, this ain't the fucking one I wanted. So what kind of map you pulling up? Just a map, not the cryptid
Yeah.
map, right? Okay.
No, literally just like a map of the U.S.
Cryptid map. Damn, I had a really good one. I thought I fucking saved it. That's not it. Oh, I think this is it. Bro.
Bro. Hi, dude.
I might have to settle for this one. I had a really good one and it's fucking disappeared. There's a fucking conspiracy going on here. Nope, that's not the one I want.
I thought you were going to talk about the Jersey Devil.
I did, but I didn't find enough information. And honestly, I know there's a lot because I know a little. This it has to do with like this lady who I'm pretty sure she like sacrificed her son, and it has to do like with literally like the devil and like the kid came back to life and like became the Jersey Devil. But there's there's like a whole fucking like story behind it. I just got real into that ninja and shit because I was like, man, this sounds a lot like the fucking mermaids that I was posting about.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We can do that on another episode because I wanted to do a black-eyed kid episode with you.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, you kind of know your shit about that.
Like
so.
that was just so interesting.
It is interesting because it's like, what were you saying though? You said something about like I think it was just some tweaker from knocking on the door or something. You said something like that.
I said that it had to do with racism. I said that I felt that it was more to do with racism than anything.
What do you mean? Just because it was some kid?
Because so in the places that they were spotted, it was like predominantly white areas. So like any kid or any person in general that looked slightly different than them, they would probably be like, oh my God, get this devil child away from my door. Like, no way am I gonna give you something, you little vagrant, or something of that nature. Like, I could imagine at that time, that's probably what they thought.
Oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense. But I don't know. It's just fascinating that this. I mean, it gives me. I don't know if I should even talk about. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit. It gives me like the Slender Man vibes. Where like, is this something that was just made up at one point and caught on, and now people are believing in it, or people are just feeding bullshit stories, you know? And it could be some shit like you said, you know, like it was just some racist situation, got blown out of proportion. Because who was that guy who reported the first on that blog? What was his name?
Oh God.
I don't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Because I thought I had his signature, but I have the signature of the first book about the subject. I have the first author. That's who I had. All right, you ready? Ready for this game? This thing is called the White Fang. Thang. Let me see if I can give you like a clue without telling you. You know what? Let me pull up a map too of the United States.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna talk about the states. Okay, that's a lie. I actually had to talk about the states all the time for work, but that's different.
Okay. This map is complicated as fuck. I don't need all the roads all over it. Okay. This one, it's the White Fang. It's in the... Damn, how can I word this? I guess I can give you like an area that it's in. It's in the lower east side of the United States.
The White Fang?
The White Fang. Thang. Thang.
Oh, the White Fang.
Like that thang thangin'.
Louisiana.
Ooh, close. Alabama. It's some kind of kangaroo cat creature.
It's a white thing.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this one. The Tizheruk. Tizheruk. Tizheruk.
Okay.
It's really cold where this bitch lives. It's like a dragon. Or maybe a serpent. It's really cold.
I'm gonna go with like, I don't know.
I feel like we only have one option for the United States that's really cold.
Everywhere that I don't live in is really cold to me. So.
Okay, it's really, really cold here. Or at least I think. Like all the time. Like year round.
I'm gonna assume it, like North Dakota?
No, Alaska.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, I talked about this one earlier.
It's not really cold there all year round. It gets into like the 60s
It's like,
and 70s.
isn't it like snow and ice year round?
No, dude, there's like green parts of Alaska.
No way, you're lying. I'm gonna ask
Yes,
Anna. She
wait.
lives there.
I'm for real.
Okay, how about this one? The Mogollon Monster. I just talked about it.
That's at the Grand Canyon.
Okay, so Arizona. Yeah.
I'm glad that we have our own, at least.
Yeah, this is like, I found the one that I was talking about. It goes by each state. Okay, I don't want to do that one. Ooh, the Dark Watchers. It's in a...
That sounds like something in like the Midwest or like in the... It sounds like Kansas.
No, it's actually kind of close to us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, Utah?
Nope. California.
What?
These things sound like like dementors. They don't have any faces. They're in cloaks. They hang out in the sky up to 15 feet tall, and they're just like flying around with brimming hats on sometimes.
They're just at Harry Potter land, or like?
I guess.
Just chilling.
Okay.
Like,
this thing is called the Slide Rock Bolter. It's also kind of close to us.
Slide Rock.
Slide Rock Bolter. I'll give you a hint. Slide Rock, it's not here. It's not like our Slide Rock.
I was like, oh. It's kind of close to us.
There's a lot of mushrooms there. People do a lot of mushrooms there, I think.
People do a lot of mushrooms here.
Okay, well it's legal there.
Oh, so it's in Oregon?
Nope, Colorado.
Oh, that's right. It is legal there now, huh?
Yep.
Hey man, there's some good places out there you could do that.
Okay, let's mix it up. Okay, the skunk ape. I told you about this one earlier a little bit.
I don't remember you said the skunk.
Skunk ape. We were talking about. Damn, what did we say? They just won the Super Bowl.
Oh my. I watched the Super Bowl too. That's really
Oh
funny.
my God! Come on, Meghan.
All I know is the Chiefs lost. All right, that's all I know.
Yo, who are they playing against?
I feel like they were.
Who does Tom Brady play for?
Fuck Tom Brady.
Yeah, but.
Fuck, not the Patriots.
Oh God, Florida, Tampa Bay.
It's the Buccaneers, right?
Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, so I don't know why, but whenever I think of the Buccaneers, I think of Ohio Buckeyes, so I just think of Ohio.
Ohio? Who the fuck goes to
Yeah.
Ohio?
My parents lived in Ohio, like just recently.
Okay, while we're on the subject of Ohio, it rhymes. I guess it kind of rhymes with Ohio. Almost let it slip right there. This thing's called the Charlie.
First of all, I don't think that anything rhymes with Ohio,
Kinda.
unless you were like Ohio. Like, there's
Sort
nothing
of.
that
Ends in
rhymes
an O.
with
It ends in an O.
it. Okay, then it's got to be Idaho.
Yes. I remember in school, we had this joke where we would say, we would say like, no, Idaho, because it
Yes,
ends
I
in
feel
O.
like that was like
And
a
I remember that
standard.
we had like this kid in my class. He was let's just say he was from Mexico. he was illegal basically, but he barely spoke English. And I remember the teacher, he was like, they were like testing us like on states or something, and he was like, okay, the next one's Idaho, and he was like, no, Idaho, because he didn't understand that the joke was between us
Aw,
kids.
that's so sad.
Yeah, it was hilarious though. Fuck.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to Edgar.
so
Oh man, I wonder what he's up to these days.
sweet summer lad.
Yeah, it was funny. But okay. The Beast of Busco. Let's see, where would this one be? This is close to
I
okay.
think it's the beast on the East Coast.
I'm trying to even see where the fuck this state even is. I don't even see it on here. Oh, okay, I see it.
Unless you like tell me what it is. I'll tell you.
It's like in the northern east side, kinda more central northeast. Without getting too specific, the name has to do with a famous archaeologist. He had 3 movies. He had a couple movies. One of them was with the Crystal Skulls.
Movies is like the worst thing you could ever
Indiana
reference. Indiana
Jones. Dang, man, you're terrible at this game. Honestly,
I
it's probably
know.
pretty hard though, right?
You can't like okay, so movie references are like the worst references.
Well,
for
what's
me
good
because I
references for
haven't
you?
Seen like any of them. I don't know.
I wish
That's a hard one. I mean, literally, you saying Indiana Jones, I'm like Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, I would have got that.
Did it really take place in Indiana?
No, I was
Or
just
is it
saying
just
because
a
his
thing?
name, Indiana Jones, Indiana.
Oh.
The Spectre Moose. This one's like northeast for sure. Probably the furthest northeast you could go. It's like a wolf. No, it's not like a wolf. It's like a kind of is like a big wolf moose. Northeast. The furthest northeast you could go in this damn
Like
country.
that. Okay, but northeast is like that way.
Yeah, what's the furthest north and the east side of the United States?
Maine.
Yes. Northeast. Come on.
Yeah, you could have easily been like lobster bowl, like.
Yeah,
clam
I
chowder.
thought about that. I was like
Maybe
lobster,
I would've
but
gotten it.
well, I was like, how do you say like Maine
Maine
lobster?
is literally known for its seafood, and that's what you picked.
Really? Oh, I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
See,
it's
we
on
don't
the
have references that we're on the same page. You know, like
Maine and Massachusetts, like seafood,
what the fuck is this one? The Dover Demon?
lobster rolls. I don't know.
Are you from here?
No,
Where are you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas
Go
City,
Chiefs.
Missouri. Okay, I think I already passed that. Okay, how about the Wendigo? It's
The Wendigo, isn't that New Mexico?
nope, Minnesota. I wish these gave us like clues of the area. Do you know where the Pascagoula River is?
No.
Okay, well, there's
Do
Pascagoula.
you know where the Pascagoula River is?
It's in Mississippi. I'm looking at it right here.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyways, there's river aliens there.
There's aliens there?
That's what it says. River aliens. The carrot-headed aliens who visited a pair of night fishermen on the Pascagoula River.
So, are their heads shaped like full carrots or like the leaf part? Are they orange? Where? I need more.
Let's see if I can show you this. Can you? Let me see. I pull up my camera.
Yes. Yeah. How is that? Does not look like a carrot.
Yeah, I don't know where they're getting carrot from, honestly. This is honestly, we should have based this whole show off this goddamn page. They have literally like 50 monsters because it has all the states.
So I think the only thing that I'm learning as I'm looking at this map is like there are a lot of deltas in Texas, I would imagine, or like waterways. I don't know if they're deltas for sure, but
I don't know. You want to share your map? I've never really looked at the waterways. I've looked at the cave systems because somebody one time, you familiar with the missing 411?
yes.
Somebody overlaid the whole cave system of the United States with the missing 401, like where all the hotspots are for missing people, and they matched. Yeah. They matched, so they thought that was really weird. I also want to do a podcast on that if you know a lot about it, because there's like some weird paranormal shit with that too. There's like this invisible, like predator-looking creature thing. Oh shit! Yeah.
Right? Like that's just a lot of water.
Yeah, didn't realize.
I didn't realize that it all went inward. Like obviously I knew it was on the water, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I didn't
either.
know it was that wet. I guess is where I'm going with it.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to do one on the missing 411
the
because even there's like
really
some fae might be involved in that, which apparently are like fairies kind of, and
Yeah.
maybe even rocks. Like rocks might be fucking eating people, or some shit like that. Yeah, like because a lot of the missing people, there's granite nearby. He's made the connection. Like he's done all kinds of like cross referencing. Because the dude used to be a cop. He's a detective, and he was just investigating regular missing people. And one case led him to, I think it was like Yosemite or one of the national forests.
Yeah.
And they were.
Didn't you just post one about this?
Yeah,
the people got lost in the snow. That wasn't like the Ukraine though, right?
No, that was Dyatlov Pass, right?
It was the one where it was like really cold, where like the researchers went missing.
Yeah, wasn't that Dyatlov Pass? Where the 9 people went missing? I think it was like an avalanche and all that, or
Yes.
yeah.
Where was that at?
That was in Russia. Russia out in
Ukraine.
Is that the
Those
same? I don't fucking know Russia.
No, I mean they're definitely not the same.
The only thing in Russia I know is vodka and hot Russian girls and Moscow. That's it. That's all I fucking know. And Dyatlov
that's
Pass.
fair. They're just very angry.
Yeah.
It's hot though.
Yeah.
They
So
can yell at me.
let's go. Well, you'll get you a nice Russian man. We'll get me a nice Russian girl. Everything will be solved.
His name's gotta be Vlad though.
Vlad? Like that
Yeah.
motherfucker from fucking Robin Hood that screwed everybody over?
No, like Vlad the Impaler or something.
His name's Vlad too. The guy that works at Robin Hood, his name's Vlad. A fucking dickhead. Fuck that guy.
Well, I mean, maybe.
All right. Well, anyways, we'll do another episode on Black-Eyed Children.
Black-Eyed Children.
And Missing 411. That shit's real fucking creepy.
I think that would definitely be interesting because I mean, there's so many places where you could just go missing here. What are those? What are they called?
Well, that's the thing. There's so many places, but he's finding like a pattern.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the national forests they're like covering it up. They won't help him. I guess they keep like a list of like people who have gone missing, and they're like, no, we won't give it to you. And then they're like, okay, we'll give it to you, but it's gonna be $3 million. Like they're being real weird about it.
Well, of course they are. Have you heard of like the vortexes and stuff?
Yeah, like in Sedona.
Yes.
But that just has to do with like energy, though, right? I don't fully understand it. I just know it's like a thing.
You should definitely do a little bit more research into like the vortexes because a lot of paranormal stuff will happen there. There's a lot of people who do, because of all the energy, they'll do like satanic rituals, things like that. So there's a lot of.
I like tripping balls out there because it just feels really good. Feels intense.
Okay, well, There's one place. I can't put my finger on where it was. I think it was in Utah, or maybe it was. No, it was either like Utah or like Yellowstone, wherever like it was at one of the like main parks out there. I
Hmm.
think it was Zion. I want to say it was Zion. Um, Zach Baggins, the ghost hunter, they went there, but they didn't find anything, obviously. But like, there's literally a spot where the energy is so, or like the balance is just like so intense that literally you stand at like an angle,
Okay,
and like
but
you.
on this whole energy thing, who's figuring this out? Who's detecting that there's energy? Are they reading it with some kind of machine?
Yeah.
Is it just somebody who's sensitive to these things, or?
No, so like you can literally pick it up, like the difference in, I think it's like magnetic
Uh
fields
huh.
like in the earth. So you can pick up on that, but basically like they're just hot spots for energy
And they're
because they're
throughout the world,
forming.
right?
I think that they're usually in places that are, what is it?
Like would the pyramids be one? The
No,
Great
I don't think
Pyramids? No.
so. I fuck, I can't think of the word for it. It's, I want to say the equator, and I know that's so wrong. Um,
Like the fucking lines, the longitude and latitude.
maybe
Mm,
like they run along like some kind of lines,
mm-hmm.
like
Like some kind
like
of
fault,
grid.
maybe, I don't know. But either way, they're really cool. They're very interesting. And I would be interested to see if those have any type of relation to like where the 411 people go missing.
No, the only relation so far is forest granite for some reason. What else did he have? I think he was picking up age in men. He even I think there was like a certain like nationality. Like he was getting like a lot of like German people. It
Hmm.
was getting really weird, but I don't know.
Going back
It's
to Hitler in the belt.
there's some fucking weird fucking cases out there. But I mean, now it's starting to get really fringe because now people are reporting, like I said, like this predator thing that's like invisible, but you can kind of see like a shimmer, like you know when it's hot and you
Mhm.
see like the waves coming off
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ground, like that. But it's like something that's walking around.
Kind of like Slender Man,
Yeah, but you can see Slenderman, right? Isn't he
like an
like he's
invisible
like in a
Slender Man.
fucking suit? Boy is ready to party. No, this
First of
this
all, he is there on business.
yeah, okay. Did you see the Slenderman movie? It's terrible, terribly
No, I
good.
didn't.
It's pretty bad, but it's like you can't not watch it.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember when so like when Eddie and I were dating, there was
Mhm.
that whole like video series that he was watching on YouTube. It was some real like creepy shit, but it was kind of along the lines of like Slender Man, like weird paranormal cult like stuff
Yeah.
happening.
Hmm.
Very, I you should ask him about it.
I
Obviously,
will
I'm not
ask
going
him.
to, but you should ask
I'll
him
tell
about
him
it.
that you wanted to ask him, but you were scared, and that you want him
I'm
to
not scared. I don't speak to him
you
anymore.
want him to
But
you want him to reach out, and I'll tell him
I
that.
no, I do not want that. That's good. I'm good on that.
Okay.
But the video series was really cool, very interesting. There were like a bunch of them. The dude ended up like going missing, and like
Like this is like real shit. Like
from what I understand, it was real, but I
I
don't
mean, you heard
know.
about
I,
those little girls that killed that other little girl over it, right? Like that whole murder.
no.
There was like yeah. So when this all started, this is kind of what brought like a lot of attention to Slenderman. Is these little girls? I think they were not little, but they were like 12. You know, little. I guess little girls. Anyways, they were like really into Slenderman, and one of them went fucking crazy and thought he was like she had to like sacrifice their friend, so they like stabbed her in the woods. And
Okay, I actually feel like I do know
I
about
think
this.
I want to say the girl survived, but it was just it got a lot of attention because Slenderman, and you know these kids fell for it, and you know people were like, oh, we need to do away with this shit. But
That wouldn't surprise me.
yeah.
Well, find out. You should find out what those videos are and look at them. And you should also look up the vortexes because there's
I
more than
will.
just the one in Sedona. Because like that one's nice and like peaceful and it's cool. Other ones are like a little bit wild.
Okay. All right. I don't know. We'll plan. I mean, would you be down to do another podcast?
Yeah,
We'll figure out what topics because we've talked about so much shit. But
I know. We really just like spanned the
yeah, well, there's just so much
gamut.
shit that we we'll
There's
narrow
there's
it
so many
down.
tangents we could go on.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Well, we'll end it here because I don't want to take up your whole night. So I'll just yeah, I'll talk to you about another day we can do this. All right.
All right.
All right. Well, Have
Yeah.
a good night, fam.
Well, I'm gonna go make dinner.
All right. Oh. All right. Post pics. Bye.
I will. Bye.